Hello there, people of the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome to Mercury's News, episode 6, I think this is. So, that has been a very long time. It has been since October last year, I believe, if I remember correctly, or at least I remember from looking it up just a second ago. So, welcome back to another Mercury's News. But before I start this, actually before I start this, let me just clarify something. Don't worry, there will be an Adventure Jurassic Park episode up later today. So don't worry about that, okay? Because I can already imagine what the comment section is going to look like. It's like, where's Adventure Jurassic Park? Don't worry, it's coming out later today. I'm sorry I didn't get it yesterday or Friday when it's supposed to be uploaded. I just had a lot of other stuff that I had to deal with, so I'm sorry, but it will be uploaded later today. So it will be on Sunday night, so Sunday, it will be up today, so don't worry. So now let's actually start this video. So it has been since October last year since I did a Mercury's News episode, so I can imagine that a lot of you guys are new and haven't seen this before. And for those guys, I'll really quickly explain what this is. Basically, this is my way of updating you guys on the channel. If there's anything new happening, if there's anything interesting, something I'm planning to do, or just random stuff, ideas that I have that I want to throw out there to you guys, that's what this is about. So basically, yeah, that's why it's called news. This is basically the channel update news, basically. So watch these episodes and you'll be updated on the channel. But yeah, I haven't done one in a very long time, but there's been some developments here that I would like to talk about with you guys. So that's why we are doing this. And as always, I will always start a Mercury's News episode with the fan mail. So I will do that here. I've got one message that I would like to. If I can fucking find how I can get there. It was actually sent to me by the YouTube messaging thing, instead of which is weird because I didn't actually know anyone were still using that. But okay. Anyway, I got a message from Proud Brony Entertainment, which is an amazing name. So I hope you're happy with me reading this out loud. But anyway, he sent me a message through the YouTube messaging. He said, hi. Hi. About 2 years ago, I found your Adventure Jurassic Park first season, and I fell in love with it. I was then bullied on school for liking Minecraft, and I stopped watching your videos. Not because I forgot to subscribe to you back then. It was really hard for me recently to find your channel and vids again. But I'm glad I did. While some things do make me cringe a bit, seriously, no offense, I really enjoyed that series. The only reason I found some things cringy was because of the other ways you could have done them. Anyway, so I come back to your channel after a year or two, and holy moly, you have 5k subscribers. Back then I was using YouTube as blah blah blah, someone else. But now I use it as Proud Brony Entertainment. Although, to be honest, even though I never got past season 1, sorry, I just found your channel again. I have always looked up to and respected this channel and your vids. So from the part of my heart that shows genuine feeling, I would like to say thank you. And that was a very heartwarming message that I got there. And it's pretty. He was pretty lucky that I actually saw that. That I actually saw that. I mean, because I never even thought that anyone would still use the YouTube messaging thing. But I was looking at it the other day for some reason, and I was like, "Oh hey, I got a message from someone," and then it was such an amazing, heartwarming message that was just amazing. So, thank you very much for that message. I already responded to it, so you already knows what I said. But thank you very much for that very heartwarming message that you sent me. I really appreciated that you actually went through the trouble of looking through YouTube and finding searching for my videos again, because you couldn't find them again, and that is pretty cool. And also just the sheer fact that you decided to stop watching videos because you got bullied on school for liking Minecraft. That's just that's heartbreaking, I guess. That's not really heartwarming. That's the wrong word for that, but it's amazing that you actually got back to it, and also apparently you have managed to get rid of those stupid assholes for bullying you. Bullying is never a good thing. I got bullied as well. Not that much though, because usually the reason was because I was kind of like I use YouTube so that I can like express myself towards you guys. It's like my way to fucking to like forget about everything, all the stress from school and all that crap, stress from school and work and all that kind of crap. Just like turn it on zero and just do this, you know, just go. And because usually when I'm outside, when in the very rare chance that I actually am outside, because usually I'm inside here. No, I'm just kidding. But the real just the times when I am with other people that I don't really know, I'm usually that quiet guy that's kind of like in the back. But when you talk to him, he's actually pretty okay guy and actually very like him. I'm that guy, you know. I rarely say anything. I just sit in the back, do my shit. Don't worry about if I don't worry about anyone, no one ever worries about me, you know. Just I do my shit, you do your shit, just don't interact. Basically, that's the guy that I am. Just sit in the back, don't really talk, don't really say anything unless I'm told to, and just mind my own business. You guys mind your business, I mind my business, and that's fine. And then when you actually talk to that guy, he's like, oh, actually pretty nice. I didn't actually think. I'm that guy, you know. So, and also because of that, if you are a very quiet guy that sits in the back all the time, you're obviously a fucking target for people that like to bully others, which happens, but not that much though. It's not really I got any traumas or anything. It wasn't at the point where I hated going to school or something like that, but it has happened, but it's very easy because I've got a very easy way of switching my mind to zero and just don't care about anything. So I remember one time when those guys, it's always a group of guys that start bullying, and when one guy starts, the other guys just kind of like stand around it. And he started. He's like, he called me stuff, you know, usual shit. But it was like in class, and I was already sitting where you always sit, and then those guys started, and I was like, you know, I just continued writing. I didn't even react. And I managed to hold that on for I don't know how long, and eventually they just stopped because I didn't react to anything they said or anything they did. Well, they rarely did anything, but they mostly said a whole bunch of stuff. But they rarely did anything. Eventually they just stopped because I just couldn't give a single fuck on what they did, and eventually they were just like, all right, whatever, just do, because let's just not waste our time on that guy. And then it was over, so it wasn't severe or anything. But anyway, I'm going off track. So, but yeah. Summary: thank you very much for your very lovely message. Very good. And also later on, you asked me where the texture pack for Jurassic Park is, but that is in the Planet Minecraft thing on my channel. So that concludes the mail time for this episode. Hope you all. Also, yeah. By the way, if you want me to feature your messages on Mercury's news here, then you can just obviously send me a message through YouTube if you want me to, or you can send a message through on TheMBmulti@hotmail.com, which is my email address that I specifically set up for this YouTube channel. You can find it by that, going TheMBmulti@hotmail.com, or you can also find it if you go to my YouTube channel and then go to the About page. Yeah, you go to my YouTube, go to the About page, and there is a. It says details for business questions or something like that. It's not really that I only want you guys to send me business kind of offers or anything, but you can just send stuff there if you want to. So yeah, if you want me to mail something, you can go through TheMBmulti@hotmail.com and you can send me a message if you want me to. If you want me to feature it on Adventure Jurassic Park, on Adventure Jurassic Park on Mercury's News. Anyway, so that concludes the mail time. So that's done here. Yeah, there were a couple reasons why I wanted to make this video. Another one is also related to mail, so I might as well get that out of the way first. And that is on my TheMBmulti.com mail address. I've been receiving a whole bunch of offers from game developers that ask me to feature their games on my channel. I've gotten two developers that asked me to do something of a game that's related to Dwarf Fortress. They saw my Dwarf Fortress videos, and their game is kind of similar to Dwarf Fortress, so therefore they asked me if I could do it again, do it as well, since it's similar to Dwarf Fortress. And there's also one person that sent me. It's kind of an RPG kind of game, and some people actually even sent me. Some people sent me. What's it called? Just a link to a demo that I could play. But other people actually sent me Steam keys, so that I could actually use that on Steam, which is pretty cool because I have actually never had. I've had it happen once. Only once. I've had a message from someone that's from a game developer that asked me if to play one of their games on my channel. It was here Behemoth Studio who asked me to play a game called Mana Spark. I've actually played that on my channel. I'm pretty amazed by that someone asked me to do that. They've actually updated the game significantly. So that is pretty funny to see that. Yeah, they said thanks. Yeah, I sent a message that I made a video with the link, and they said thanks for that. It really helps us. Have a nice day. Yeah, I gave feedback in that video as well, so I guess that helped them as well. I also follow them on Facebook. They update their game regularly. Anyway, so yeah, I did that before. I played Mana Spark, which is a long time ago. But yeah, it was pretty funny. That's indie game developers are now actually sending me, asking me to play games for them. It was a pretty, it was a pretty funny video to make. But on the other side, it reached not that many. It didn't get that many views. At least not as many as I could have gotten. It gets around as many views as my Dwarf Fortress series gets. So yeah, therefore I'm kind of like torn, because on one side they actually went through the trouble of buying a extra Steam key and sending it to me so that I could play their game, and therefore I just don't want to be like not play their game because they actually spent money on that. I know with a huge, if it's like a huge game developer country, they don't really give a fuck or anything. It's just a little bit of money they can send away. Or that maybe you think that I shouldn't be caring about that at all. But I'm not that person. I don't really want to like be an asshole and just refuse the fact that just ignore the fact that I actually bought an extra Steam key that they could give to me so that I could play it on my channel for them. And I don't want to be just ignoring that just because I don't just want to be ignoring that because for whatever reason, because they actually went through the trouble of buying something for me, and I don't want to let them down, I guess is the proper wording for that. But on the other side, if I make that and it generates barely any views, then I have to approach it from a business perspective, kind of, because it has to be worthwhile for me to make. I am trying to make a living out of this, and I have to kind of sometimes look at this as a business. If a series doesn't produce a lot of views and thereby not a lot of money, then it doesn't. It's not very profitable. It's very annoying to talk about series like that, like there's some kind of sort of thing. It's kind of difficult for me to talk about. I've never actually talked about it on my channel before like this, but I guess you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, that's what I'm a little bit torn between, whether I should do it because I don't really want to let them down and because they actually bought that thing for me. And on the other side, I was like, well, but what if it barely does anything? And it's just, I get a whole bunch of messages like, oh, but where's Adventure Jurassic Park? And kind of that stuff. So, therefore I kind of wanted to ask you guys what I should do. So I have three games that three indie games that developers have sent me. Waiting. I was basically waiting for the opportune time or whatever. So I thought, Mercury's news episodes, let's talk about it. So what do you guys think? Should I do those? It probably will only be one episode per game, because I only did one episode of Mana Spark as well. And play it, give my opinion, tell what I did, stuff like that. And if you guys really like it, I might as well continue it. Or do you think I shouldn't do that and should just focus on the series that I've got going right now? So I would like to have you guys' opinion on that. So please, if you feel free to place some stuff in the comment section below regarding this subject. All help is very appreciated. Okay, so that was that. Then there's another thing I wanted to talk about, which is my channel in general. Just some random stuff that's going on my channel, because I really like the developments on my channel so far. It is a pretty major change on my channel. Basically, about the time when I reached 1,000 videos, I changed a whole bunch of things for a format on the channel. We're now doing 2 videos of a series a week. Perhaps I was also thinking of maybe doing that because I'm doing Rome to the War on Tuesday and Thursday. I was also maybe thinking of doing another like a Minecraft adventure on Monday and Friday, the same one. But for now we are doing Zootopia on Monday, which is fine. But yeah, a whole bunch of series ended recently on my channel, and a whole bunch of new series are starting. And I'm very pleased with the results, because it is a pretty significant change. What's it called? Assassin's Creed is done, Doom is done, Untitled War is done, a whole bunch of series are done now. So it was a pretty significant change here. And that's pretty good, because I've actually been very pleased with the results here, because you guys seem to really enjoy all the new series. I get a whole bunch of positive reactions from you guys, which is very thankful. So I'm very thankful for that, so thank you very much. Because also I kind of wanted to get rid of the older series, especially Assassin's Creed. I wanted to finish that game because I never finished it, and I kind of hate to have series unfinished. I still have to play The Walking Dead because I haven't finished that either. But I will see how we go with that. But yeah, I really hate to have series unfinished. So therefore I like to finish all the series that I start. So yeah, I really wanted to finish that again, but to be quite honest, it was a very poor series. It was a decent series when we started it, but I also had a smaller channel back then, so that kind of makes up for it. But it was a very poor series actually. I really enjoyed the game, don't get me wrong, and the people that did watch it, I really liked that they did, and commented and all that kind of stuff. So that's always very appreciated, but it just barely generated any views. I mean, it got 5,000, almost reaching up to 6,000 subscribers, and the average views of that series was around 20, and that is very low. That is actually very low. So that's also why I did 2 episodes of Assassin's Creed the week, because I just like, all right, we need to get rid of this series. I'm not gonna stop it again. We're gonna fucking blazing through. We're gonna finish this. That's why I did 2 episodes per week, and that's why we finished it very quickly. But yeah, here, the last couple of videos of Assassin's Creed. 22 views, 18 views, 19 views, 16 views, 21 views, 27, 31. Yeah, our 31 is the final one. Of course, the final one gets a little bit more, as usual. That's to be expected. But yeah, look at that. 22, 18, 19, 16, 21, 27. That is, I don't know how little of a percent of all the subscribers that I've got. And that is very poor. So that's why I really wanted to fucking push that thing through and get rid of that. Same thing with Doom. Doom wasn't that much of a... It was more successful than Assassin's Creed, but it wasn't that successful either. At around... Doom had around like 30 views, which is pretty alright. Some of you see Doom 41, 53, 24, 25, 26, 33, 31. See, that's a lot better. Here, Doom 71, 42, 23, 43 I mean, 71, 27, 23, 24, 29. See, that's a lot better. That's a lot better than Assassin's Creed. So, but it wasn't the best series still, but I'm glad that I've got that done now. Then we have Untitled War, which was a very good series all the way through. It was alright. At the beginning it was very high. In the midway it started to go down a bit. The final episodes were alright. So Adventure, what's it called? Untitled War, 46, 60, 77, 71, 56, 137, 77, 57, 121. You see, that's a lot better. 65. Whole bunch of Adventure. I keep saying Adventure to Park. Untitled War was a lot better series, so that was a good one that we finished that on a very high and positive note when we finished the Western Roman Empire campaign. with 63 episodes. So yeah, one very big series, which is of course Adventure Jurassic Park, and 2 like minor series, all done now, just like all that. So 3 new series right off the get-go. 2 new series because I didn't want to like flood you guys with videos. That's why I don't do anything in the weekend yet, except this. But yeah, I started asking you guys what you wanted, as I usually do, and we finished on Zoo Tycoon, which was surprising. I was kind of to be honest, I was expecting Zoo Tycoon not to win at all. I was kind of expecting Half-Life 2 or something, or Rome to the War, but it turned out to be a pretty close race between Zoo Tycoon and Rome to the War. Eventually, Zoo Tycoon won very significantly. But Zoo Tycoon has been a fantastic series for me. The first episode already has 735 views at this point, and all the other episodes have reached over 150 views already. And that is very good. That's a whole lot better than the Assassin's Creed 1 and all that kind of stuff. It's better than Assassin's Creed and Doom combined. So that's very good. So I'm very positive with that series. Also, the Rome to the War series that we started also has a lot of views, over 100 views. The first episode, 160 views. All the other ones get over 50 views very easily, which is very good. Would have liked a little bit more views on that, but you can't have everything. But I really do like the sport because everything is better at this point than Adventures and then Assassin's Creed. So that's very good. So yeah, that's really what I want to talk about. Just to let you guys know, I'm really glad of all the support you guys show. I also really like the fact that you like the new series that I'm starting, which is very nice. So thank you very much for that. Right, so that covered the new stuff on my channel. Yeah, there's one more thing that I wanted to cover, final thing, and that is the Minecraft series. Of course, we're doing Adventure Jurassic Park right now. We're just going to see with that as long as we can, as long as I want to, as long as you want to. But I wanted to talk a bit about other Minecraft adventures. My Minecraft Aliens vs Predator series is of course going to start somewhere in the summer. I haven't really made a whole bunch of progress on the map again. I've really kind of been busy, so I focus all my attention on Adventure Jurassic Park instead of the Aliens vs Predator series. I still have to finish the map, so it might be that it will be later today, later this year. But it will happen, so don't worry, I will get that done on the way. But there were some other things that I wanted to talk about regarding the Minecraft Adventures, because a lot of you guys actually said that you wanted another season of For the Empire, which is very interesting, because I really liked For the Empire. If you don't know, For the Empire is my Minecraft Rome adventure, where I played as a Roman general. It has received a whole bunch of views already in the time when it premiered, if you can say it like that, and it has continued to do so all the way through. Almost every episode has got over 100 views, easily. Yeah, I'm just randomly clicking through some episodes. They average about 100. Yeah, you see 100, at least over 150 views at least every episode. That's very, very nice. Over 300, a whole bunch of episodes even have over 300 views. So that's very nice. So yeah, it actually turns out to be a very good series. So, a lot of you guys keep asking me now. It starts to come a bit. It starts to come, you guys start asking for another season of For the Empire. And I was thinking of maybe, but Adventures at Aliens vs Predator, that's going to go through. So it's not going to deviate. I'm not going to deviate from that. You guys chose that. We're going to do that. So I can't change anything about that unless you really want to. But I was thinking of when we stop with that or when we do another one at the same time. I was thinking of maybe a second season of everything. Maybe you could choose between the second season of For the Empire, a second season of Adventure Side 19, and maybe a second season of something else. Not Minecraft Adventure. So just some ideas throwing out for you there. Also, speaking of Minecraft, there was also a series that I'm still really want to go through with that, but I haven't really found the time to do it. But I guess in the summer vacation we can start working on that, which is a Minecraft Let's Build series, kind of. Because don't know if you remember, because also that has been a very long time. I am building a Minecraft version of Ancient Rome. just as a project for myself. The map has been featured many times in my Minecraft for the Empire series. But I barely get to work on it anymore because I put all my time in Adventure Jurassic Park. All the time that I've got left after that, I put into Adventures at Aliens vs Predator, the Aliens vs Predator series, because I have to fucking finish that map still. I haven't even finished the map. It's not even anywhere close to finishing. But I was also thinking I might as well finishing all the way, because then we actually have something to do in the series, build the map through the series. So yeah, and all the time all the time I've got left after that, it's like, alright, I don't want to fucking work on something anymore. I just want to play something for my own, because I play Primal Carnage a lot, CSGO, all that kind of stuff in my spare time. So that's I don't really have a lot of time for that, unfortunately. But I was thinking maybe turning it into a series where I can, because now I make updates when I finish a whole bunch of stuff. Now maybe we could do a lot of videos where I only work on something. You could do it. Maybe I can make time lapses. You know, time lapses when I really quickly build something. Like Roman monuments, I make a time lapse out of that. How I built that. That's an idea I have. I don't really have the time for it, but if it gets a lot of support from you guys, then I will start it sooner. So I would like to hear your thoughts on that as well. One more thing on two more things on Minecraft Adventures. One is that Adventure Site 19, the Minecraft SCP series, has been exploding on my channel. You won't believe it. If you haven't seen it ever since I stopped the series, rewatch all the episodes. Well, not rewatch all the episodes, but rewatch especially the first episode. The first episode had about 2,000 views by the time I finished the series, which is, when did I upload the last episodes? Or the map download? I uploaded the map download on the 4th of March this year, which is like 3 months ago, about. About that time, we had like 1,000, 2,000 views on the first episode. The first episode now has 8,400 views. It has just been exploding. It is the also when I go to my channel and watch the analytics and check what my most popular videos of the month are, because you can select which videos get viewed the most per month. Adventures at Site 19 Part 1 has been at the top since I can't even remember since how long. It has been on the top for so long. I can't even remember when it got to the top. It is the most watched video on my channel per month. Well, the video that is most being watched, the most watched video on my channel is, of course, still the first episode of Season 2 of Adventure Jurassic Park. But the first episode of Site 19 is booming business at this point. It is just like, if you make a graph out of it, it just goes like this at some point. It's crazy how many guys are now how many people are actually discovering the series now and watching all the way through. They get a whole bunch of messages from people that really want to watch, want me to make a second season, so that's very good to see. I won't be able to make a second season yet, because I said, of course, we still want to go for Adventures at Aliens vs Predators once Adventure Jurassic Park is done. And but that's the second and final thing that I want to talk about here for the Minecraft Adventures. I am going to make a spin-off series for Adventures at Site 19. Which is, I already made one episode a long time ago, but I will continue that series, which is Minecraft Adventure Site 19 meets the SCPs, where I will make a short video where you can meet every single SCP in the facility, and you can also suggest SCPs that I should make a video of. It's kind of a spin-off series. It is SCP related. It's not really an adventure. It's very short videos, probably not a lot of commentary in it, or barely any, maybe not even any. But this is like a small spin-off series to kind of like keep your guys interested in the Adventure Jurassic Park series. So I will start that. I can't remember, don't know when. I already made one episode of SCP-432. So it will be a bit better than that, because that was kind of experimental. But I've already in my mind, I got a better idea of how to do things. So that will be done. So it is. That's what it's going to be. Going to be uploaded on my channel. So well, look out for that. Meet the SCPs of Minecraft, a spin-off series of Minecraft Adventure Site 19. Keep your eye out for that. Alright, there's one more thing, the final thing that I want to show you guys. And that is a kind of like a treat for you guys. I'm planning to do this annually. I am not sure about your thoughts on it, but I will do it, of course. But I don't. The date's not really set, but I made a small trailer for this, so enjoy. So that is it then. During this summer vacation, it's going to be somewhere in the final 2 weeks of July. One of the other, don't know for sure. I'm going to live stream for 24 hours. And I'm not joking, I'm actually going to do that. And I'm planning to do this on an annual thing. Every summer, in the end of July, I kind of like to celebrate my birthday because because my birthday is the 9th of July, so it's coming rather close, only 1 month away. Less than a month, actually. I am planning to do that annually, but it's all up to what your response is. So, that is everything for Adventures. I keep saying Adventure Jurassic Park, I don't know my mind. I have to fucking make that episode after I stop with this. Also, by the way, you might have noticed I've got a new chair. The other one that I had was pretty old, and I just had to get rid of it. Well, it's not get rid of it, it's there. You can see it. But it was very old. But this one's like, I can almost fall asleep when I sit in this thing. But anyway, that is the Mercury's News episode 6. Hope you Romans find it informative, and hope you guys are now a little bit more updated on what's going on behind the scenes on my channel. Basically, that's what this series is for. So, I will make another episode once something significant is going on, and when I'm planning something, when I got some ideas, what I want to toss out. I don't know. You will see it appear. It's not a regular thing. You can see it from time to time on the channel. So, I hope you Romans enjoyed it. Hope you Romans liked the information. Also, I hope you Romans liked the stuff that I discussed and the things that I'm planning. I'll try at least to put a thing in the description where you can go to various parts where I talk about stuff. Which will make it easier for you to see through, because I think I've been talking for an hour or something. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you almost enjoyed the video. Click the like button underneath if you like the video. Subscribe to be part of the Roman Army so you never miss any videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button up here over the left of the video or the subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, Romans. Ave!